Do you have dreams of experiencing the Northern Lights? There is an increased likelihood of experiencing these magical lights by heading north to the Arctic Circle during the months of October to March. Welcome to Sarah's Scuba and Travel channel. In this video, I want to highlight the Kakslauttanen Arctic Resort. This resort is actually located north of the Arctic Circle in Finland. The easiest way to get to the resort is to take a bus from Rovaniemi. The bus tickets can be purchased in advance online or from the driver when you board the bus. If you purchase your tickets online, you are able to select your seat. However, it didn't seem to matter very much as people sat wherever they wanted. The bus ride is a little over 3 hours and takes you through some beautiful rural areas. Sit back and enjoy the ride. This is one of the most beautiful scenic drives in Finland. If you are traveling in the winter like we did, it will most likely be dark when you arrive at the resort, as the sun sets much earlier this far north, usually somewhere from 2 to 3 p.m. in December. The bus drops you off at the entrance to the East Village. The resort has two areas, the East Village and the West Village. The East Village is the older part of the resort. It is more secluded and quiet. This is where I chose to stay. The West Village is the newer part of the resort and requires bus transport from the East Village after check-in. The West Village is larger and has more options for families. If you have a preference, make sure you pay close attention to which village you are reserving when you make your reservations online. I have added links for the bus and the resort in the video description below to help you out. There are a variety of accommodation options, but the highlight is the glass igloos where you can lay in bed and watch the northern lights as they dance across the sky. Remember, you are north of the Arctic Circle. You are not going to be able to nicely roll your luggage to your igloo. Therefore, you will need to take a sledge from the reception office. When you arrive, you will get an escorted guide to your igloo as it can be challenging navigating the paths in the dark and snow. However, I recommend taking your cell phone with you wherever you go, not only to capture the beauty of this location, but also for the flashlight feature on your phone. Just a warning, when you arrive at your igloo, do not be surprised. The doorways are quite small and are definitely not made for tall people. Let's talk privacy. Remember, you are staying in a glass igloo. Even though there is a small circle of curtains around the igloo, people can see in when you have your lights on. Therefore, I recommend turning off your lights when it's dark outside to increase privacy in your space. The glass igloos in the East Village have a toilet and sink, but no shower. In order to take a shower, you will need to walk to the sauna buildings. There is one for men and one for women. They contain a changing room with towels and hair dryers, a bathroom, showers with shower curtains, and a sauna. These buildings are open 24/7, but the sauna is only available from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. The resort provides 2 pairs of disposable slippers in your igloo. I used mine for the sauna and walking around the changing room and showers until I was ready to put my snow boots back on. In the evenings, I would pack up my backpack with clean clothes and toiletries and make the hike to the sauna buildings. It may seem like an inconvenience, but it really is not that bad. Plus, we got these amazing shots after our showers on the first night. Breakfast and dinner are included with your reservation. There is a restaurant in the East Village and the West Village. You can eat in the West Village if you are staying in the East Village. However, you need to make arrangements with the reception desk in advance. The East Village has a set menu each night with alternative options for people who are vegan or vegetarian. We dined at 5 p.m. each night in the East Village, but they have 6 and 7 p.m. dining services as well. The first night we had a wonderful starter of beets with goat cheese, a local whitefish for our entree, and a cinnamon piccata with wild blueberries. The second night we had traditional salmon soup with a mushroom soup as an alternative option, duck with cloudberries for an entree, and lingonberries with a caramel sauce and vanilla ice cream for dessert. The meals are served with homemade traditional bread as well. The food was wonderful, and actually, the breakfast buffet was the best I had in Finland during our 2-week stay. There were hot options as well as various breads and cakes, cheeses and meats, yogurt, and so much more. Now, there is no guarantee that you will see the northern lights, but you do have an increased likelihood if there are active solar winds. When we left dinner at 6 p.m. on our first night, the lights were already starting and continued until the early morning hour of approximately 3 to 4 a.m. It was an incredible experience. I do want to mention that what you see in videos and photos is not what you will experience in person. The colors and lights are a lot more intense in photos and videos, so snap away. You will be amazed at the difference between what you see and what your camera captures. The benefit of the glass igloos is that you can lay in bed and watch the lights dance across the sky, which is exactly what I did until about 3 or 4 a.m. the first night. My husband, with an engineering and scientific brain, did not find the northern lights impressive. Whatever. However, he liked being able to watch the stars move around the sky. Remember, you are almost to the North Pole, and the stars circle around the sky much faster up here. Don't forget to appreciate and capture the stars as well. I saw quite a few shooting stars that night. I booked 2 nights in the glass igloos to try to increase the likelihood that we would get to experience the northern lights. We were very lucky the first night. Unfortunately, our second night was not as magical. It was cloudy and we saw some very faint lights through the camera lens, but nothing like the night before. So we got some rest that night. Our coldest day at the resort was 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was the only day we really felt cold on our 2-week journey through Finland. The key is to dress in layers with the right materials. I recommend merino wool long underwear with insulated ski pants and a wool or cotton sweater on top. You can add another sweater on top of that if you need additional warmth. Snow boots and wool socks are a must, along with a long winter jacket, warm gloves, and a lined hat. If you purchase any down clothing, please make sure it's responsibly sourced. I will put links in the video description below for items that we found to be helpful when trying to stay warm in these frigid conditions. There are a variety of activities to keep you busy during the day. Hopefully you have nice conditions and actually get some sunlight and not just gray sky. We scheduled a 1-hour cross-country skiing lesson for midday and got the beauty of a sunrise/sunset during our lesson. By the time we were done, it was getting gray again and the sun was going down. I told you the days are short. We had a wonderful experience cross-country skiing with our instructors who helped to capture our experience for us so we could focus on our lesson. At the end of our lesson, we saw reindeer, but unfortunately, I could not capture them while trying to stop. It did not work out well for me. If you are not interested in cross-country skiing, that's okay. They offer a variety of excursions that can be booked online in advance. Another activity that I encourage you to do during your visit is to arrange transport to the West Village to experience the planetarium, art museum, and Igloo Tower. The transport is free, however you do have to pay €38 per adult for entrance into the planetarium. Make sure you take a form of payment with you. You cannot charge this fee to your room. While you are waiting for the planetarium, you can take the elevator to the Igloo Tower, which is a glass ball that allows you to look out over the property. Next, take some time to explore the small art gallery and gift shop. This gift shop is actually one of the best gift shops I came across, not only at the resort, but throughout Finland, and it contains works from local artisans. The planetarium features an original production of the Northern Lights and what they mean to different cultures, as well as the science behind the lights. The show lasts approximately 30 minutes and is a nice activity to get out of the cold. The night before you check out, make sure you take a sledge from reception back to your igloo. There is no guarantee that it will be there in the morning, but you will want it to transport your luggage to reception when you check out. It may save you a long, cold walk to pick one up to take to your room in the morning. There was no luggage pickup available the morning we checked out, as there is limited staff to assist. It's important to remember that you are paying for the experience at this resort. The nightly rate is quite high, and you are not going to experience the same level of customer service and pampering that you may experience at other resorts within the same price range. The staff are very nice and helpful. However, they are understaffed at reception and work really hard to do the best they can to take care of everyone, especially when everyone is checking out and checking in at peak times. Picking up the return bus is a little colder of an experience than arrival. You will need to roll or carry your luggage across the street to the highway, where you will find the little bus stop. I recommend being at the bus stop 10 to 15 minutes before the scheduled arrival time. The buses have schedules, but they aren't exact. Unfortunately, our bus was running late that day, and we ended up standing out there trying to stay warm for over 30 minutes. Remember, proper clothing and layers are really important. There are various stops in Rovaniemi, so think about where your next stop on your journey is located and plan accordingly. We were taking the Santa Claus Express train that night, so we disembarked at the train station, saving us from having to transport our luggage from the bus station to the train station. Wherever you are heading next, I wish you a magical journey, which is easy to have in beautiful Lapland. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. If you would like to help support future productions, please donate using the Super Thanks button or buy me a snack using the link in the description below. Please join the Facebook group and follow me on Instagram for more content.